given to us from the Cyber Athletes Summit. And it's not exactly the most stable right now. You can see that we are getting a lot of lag. This is not lag on my end, this is lag from the streamers themselves. I've poked them as best as we can, but at the moment it is just something we have to live with, unfortunately. Alright, so it does look like now warm-up is taking place. It looked like there was a refresh. Look like have fun. 1 minute 30 now on the clock. 1:27. Alright, so it doesn't look like we've missed anything. It doesn't look like we've missed anything. And to Mr. Shakinopo, as I mentioned, the stream that I am being fed, not their stream, not the one that they're running, the stream that I am being fed, that is the one with the problems on it. And unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do about that. I should actually pull that stream up really quickly and see what the difference is, if anything. And yeah, once again, Drizza is on attack. This stream is going online and offline over and over and over. I have no idea why this is happening. I have no idea what's happening. OP, if you're still around, I don't know if you can poke anybody on my behalf. But yeah, I'm very, very sorry about this, guys. I'm going to try and just refresh. You know what? I'm going to actually just refresh the entire page. It will play an advert, so there's going to be 30 seconds of an advert. I do know that. But let's just see if refreshing the page is in fact going to help. And at the moment, it just looks like the stream that I'm being fed is not 100% stable. It does also look like there's been multiple restarts though on the French stream, because I've just pulled that up really, really quickly. And I'm looking at that. It's the same video that appears to be looping. It gets to like... There we go. Let's see if this is going to be better now. 45 seconds on the clock. Attack is meant to have started. This is meant to be going now. It does look like the game is actually now running over on the French stream. And it just looks like I'm having latency here. Or lag at the moment. So I think we need to do a refresh on this page. The audio is flowing through, but the video is lagging. So it tells you that there's a problem between the streamer's connection and our connection.
No, it's not, because I have the same.
Well, there we go. That's what I'm saying. The streamer to us. The viewers.
The audience.
Yeah, the audience. So, first kill, and it's going to be happening. Let's just do a refresh on this right now. Let's see if this is working. Yeah, my lag is it's lagging really, really badly. How are things looking on your side there, Dennis?
No, it's the same on the private stream, on the open stream. I'm just not sure if it's from. I mean, because your stream that you're restreaming is coming through perfectly to me, so it's definitely not your issue. That I can tell, but...
Alright.
Where do we find the French stream?
Joyvideo.com. I'm going to head over to the French stream, although it does look like the English one has now just stopped lagging.
Yes.
Somehow it has now stopped lagging.
I have the same. Right,
Awesome.
so back up and running.
Yes, so back up and running. This is the 5th, 6th playoff between, of course, Merc Ops and LDLC. And wow, De Bear's going huge so far. Great, great flick shots. The point can now be captured. He's moving up. The map order is now in reverse. 1 hit down for De Bear's, 2 points of armor. Starting to capture. He's trying to get back on it, standing on as long as he can, and eventually captures it. And to everybody that's busy asking, why don't we restream the normal stream? If we try to pull up the French stream, we obviously get all the French shoutcasting as well, which we can't limit out or remove, and without muting the entire stream, which means no game sounds. So unfortunately, we are working off the stream that's been provided to us, but it's not necessarily the best quality. Dennis, why don't you take this round for you?
Right, so with this one now, we will be seeing Team LDLC on the front attacking side. We have Moman, as he now makes his way forward. Although up against Mercenary, De Beers and HST, it's no easy task. We all, I think, over the day have become very familiar with De Beers' superb attack and defense. And we'll be seeing what he brings up for his team in this match. Although Moman doesn't look like he's moving forward too much. He's got 10 seconds before the point becomes capturable. If there's not a word, it is now. As Moman now finally decides, let's get things underway using those rocket boosters. As the pace starts picking up, he's going to run right onto the point, and my stream has unfortunately lagged a bit.
Yeah.
And can he get it? Yes, he can actually. He does grab the point. And that'll make it 2-1 as Team LDLC grab their first point.
So 1 point on the board. This is, of course, the castle. The castle tends to be a very aggressive map because of the fact there's a lot of open spaces here, and there's very little cover for the defenders to actually hide behind and use as their defensive spots. You can see these aggressive dives and these very, very fast pushes. HST now on the attack. He's moving to the center portion of this map. Jumping up, dodges a whole bunch of rockets over from the right-hand side. Eats one rocket to the face, though, directly from the middle of the map. And now up on the left-hand side, he's jumped up, trying to find the Frenchman. HST missing 2 shots in a row. Still not able, finally manages to connect with Hearts. Up in the background now, Moman is the next one that is caught in his eyes. Trying his best to pick up those kills. Misses once again. HST, a lot of shots being fired, but unfortunately not managing to connect with anybody just yet. Point is now available for capture, and he has 15 seconds. That sprint bar has now been depleted. There goes the jump booster pad. Beautiful flick shot over to the left-hand side. Driz is removed. Moman's the last man standing. He's used all of those rockets, spamming them out shot after shot. 3, 2, 1 second. The splash damage on the floor, bouncing him up in the air, keeping him off contact. And there we go. There's a bit of anger and a bit of... what do you say, emotion?
Very verbal American team.
Yeah, a bit of emotion.
I do love it though. I mean, that excitement, that kind of, the banter. You've got to have the banter. It's part of esports. We've all grown up with it. I'm not saying, be really rude, but I'm just saying like, oh, your aim is actually incredibly dreadful. Just something like a prim and proper telling someone how crap they are. It's just nice banter.
That's exactly what it looked like to me. That is exactly what it looked like. So Hearts is now on the attack. What have you seen so far, Dennis?
So with this, I mean, at the moment, again, a very passive kind of player making their way up to the point. This map does feel like a very aimish kind of map to me. There's open spaces and then one massive pillar, in random locations. So I do feel that this one heavily relies on aim, and with Hearts that only having one armor point, don't think it's going to go his way. All 3 of the American players are on that point of Mercenary Ops, and they're easily going to shut that one down and just grab themselves another point to put it to 3-2.
And look at that, look at that. It looks as though Mr. Baldy and Mr. Beard are enjoying the banter. They're enjoying the aggression. But when you consider that this is technically the last and second last place, maybe a little bit misplaced from ESC, the Mercenary Ops. So Master Nook is the next one up. Misses that first shot. For some reason, we're not looking at a point of view. Instead, we're looking at the third vision. 1 point of armor gets dropped. Hearts is down. And look at those rockets going back and forth. The crossfire is really, really good from the defending side so far. He'll be jumping onto the defender's spawn, maybe thinking about getting up onto the wall. Opting not to go for a POV stream this time round. Our cameraman deciding to look it in the corner. And we see Master Nook being shut down, being hit from those rockets. And not too bad.
That was a very nice little final shot mid-air, catching him off guard. But then again, pinned against the wall, his movement was slowed down, and there wasn't really, it wasn't going to go in a very different way otherwise. Now, moving on here into the 7th round, we do see Drizzer going to be up on attack here once again. Oh, very, very, very aggressive Mercenary Ops. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be deterring Drizzer too much. He's going to fall back, just replan his route, and once again, straight onto the attack. Starts making his way forward, just choosing his spots very carefully. He doesn't want to, seeing as the Mercenary Ops were so aggressive, he doesn't want to be in the situation where he actually has a player behind him like we do see there now. And, ooh, 2 shots quickly connecting, and I believe that was Master Nook that actually landed 2 of those. And then finally closing them off. And that's going to push it once again. Mercenary Ops 1 point into the lead with 4-3.
Yeah, pretty good so far. And a lot closer the games than we've seen. We've seen a couple of rounds, maps going back and forth. But I like seeing the castle. The pace of these rounds is significantly quicker than what we've been used to as well. Teams are either going down or committing to those victories very, very early. And then we see Dabez. Where is he floating around? Up in that top portion of your map. And we are looking reverse point of view, so this is the defending half on the bottom side. Dabez now moving around with that railgun. He's about to go face to face. It seems as though our French viewers, French casters do not want to go POV for the American players, but they like doing it for the French players. Just a note, just saying, Master Nook gets shut down. And let's see if we go POV for the French players. I think something's up.
It is not the way it should be. This is not fair.
Oh my
Now,
word.
We do see how absolutely protesting the guys. He's saying he's punching his hand. He's going to slap someone with his right hand. And here we do see that Moman, points of view, going to be pushing forward up on the right-hand side. There's a couple of rockets being spammed his way, no doubt. And once again, he's going to slow it back a bit, pull back, check out his position. He has actually jumped all the way over HST, lands the shot onto him. He did take a point of armor damage, though. And with 2 moving forward, he should be okay. It's a point, shield point per player. And although being stuck in this little channel, luckily sneaks out there. And he does spot both of the Mercenary Ops players in front of him. But we do see with De Beers being on that point, lands 2 superb shots. And that'll be the closing off words for Moman, and that'll be once again 5-4 in favor of Mercenary Ops, just that point lead.
Really, really nice rockets there, jumping up onto the ramp, trying to get up into an area, you know, and move into the spot. We do see now the POV from HST, so maybe he was just experimenting with that third-person view. This is his first shot. Now he's moving up, one to his left, one to the front, one to the right. Effectively surrounded, pincer movements and crossfire from those rockets. Immediately one hit down from Drizza. Hearts lands the second shot. And HST just not able to get closer, not able to get up to this flag. Can't even push past the first sort of 15-20% of the map. Completely contained to this first opening walkways. Now, with all the focus there, Drizza is going to go down. I'd expected somebody from LDLC to push onto him, you know, knowing that Drizza was going aggressive. He had their attention. Now he's up on the jump pad. 2 seconds available, 1 second before capture. And this is going to be careful. Every time somebody's trying to jump up on either that ramp or that wall, they have died. So now we're going to see the jump pad. That's a bit quicker, but melted in the face. Really nice prediction rocket. 5-5. Teams are going to need 2 points to get the victory.
It's just so close at the moment. I mean, it really is just get a point on defense for each team. Every single time they're just getting a point on defense. And I mean, as you see there, all the players have gotten defensive points. There's only 2 points that have actually been won on attack. So you know, it's just it's not looking so good for the attacking side. Once you're on attack, it seems pretty, you know, destined that you're going to be losing. Now, let's see if Hearts can change that, though. He has taken out HST so far in this round. He's got Mercenary and De Beers to deal with, and of course, that is such an easy task for him. And let's just see how he's going to be endeavoring upon it, though. Rockets flying out in onto his location. He is hiding behind the defending spawn with everything he has. He still has all 3 armor points, and he's going to be jumping up there as soon as those players are reloading. The goal is now open to be taken, decides to push forward, takes out De Beers, and now moving once again. He has to get onto that point. There's only 7 seconds left. Even with the slowed capturing, he will grab the capture point, and he will be making that 1-round break. Because if he wins this round of attack, I mean, we've seen how strong defense is. Now they just need to hold on onto the defending point.
Yeah, very, very true. Now, there is the potential that's going to be the map victory, because I think we've seen this during the previous game that we were casting, that as soon as it hits 6, they called it. It's not going to be the case this time round, though, as Mercenary is going to be loading up for the last round. It's going to be a 2-point lead is what is required. 6-5 at the moment. So if he's unable to pick up this round, yeah, 1 armor down really early on, trying to get into the map, just off that bridgeway off the spawn. And so scared that these jumps, this is what kills you. Easily predictable jumps, easily predictable locations to spam those rockets, or rockets to the left. And ironically, actually, you know, positioning himself to line up that rail shot ended up saving him from the rockets on the left-hand side. I'm going to be using that sprint bot, moving all the way over from the right-hand side of the map to the left-hand side of the map. 15 seconds to pick up 3 kills or capture the point with only 2 points of armor. He's dodging like a madman, juking left, juking right, keeping his head down, somehow managing to dodge all those, but it's too little too late. He's not going to be able to capture the point, and he ends up being melted from 2 more hits. And the French players giving it a bit of stick. America versus France, and it seems as though the tempers and emotions are flying high.
I think it's a little bit of friendly banter going in there. They're allowed to have a little bit of fun. I mean, they know the current situation they're in. Both of these teams will be walking away with cash either way. So, I mean, why would you not just want to have fun with it? And, you know, so 7-5 first map going to LDLC. We'll be moving over onto the second map, which is a map with grass and castles.
It should be.
I just love that map.
It should be Collided. It should be Collided.
That's
so that
Collided.
Was map number 4. So this is the map that we've been watching quite a few times already, where all of the narrow chokeways and narrow walkways are pretty difficult to deal with and causes a bit of headaches for the attacking player, compliments of all the rockets that can be channeled down the passageways. But of course, one map down, LDLC must be feeling pretty confident going into this one.
Definitely so. I mean, the maps or the games we have seen on this map have really been kind of like the deciding ones between the teams. This was, I think, one of the more even maps, you know, with the open capturing point, the more play being focused in the middle area, you know, where the defenders push all the way up. The attacker also goes all the way up to the middle point because the capturing point is so far off to the side. It's kind of like you have to play the whole fighting aspect of this game before you can go for the capturing aspect. And with the Mercenary Ops on attack so far, the first round, we will be seeing De Beers being the one first up for his team. And who better to start off with? He's got loads of rockets flying his way, but in typical style of him, he just brushes it off and misses every single one. And now making his way up towards the left-hand side. Just a quick little jump and getting a little bit of a speed boost there with those rocket shoes. And not worrying too much about rockets coming in from his right-hand side just yet. And he really wants to chase down this player that's in front of him. Unfortunately, not getting a clear shot. Rockets are just channeling him off. And he will be forced to change direction. Makes his way all over to the point. There's only 5 seconds here before the point gets opened. But I think he went on there a little bit preemptively, although it did draw out Hearts, and now Hearts goes down, moving up to the point. He sees where both those players are. 10 seconds on the clock, dodges all the rockets mid-air. Oh, takes out a second one, that's Moman down. He only needs to go for Drizzle. With 1 point of armor, he steals the cap. Waving around, I believe that to be a white t-shirt or a white flag. Oh man, are you sure you want to walk out of the stadium alive? Yeah,
exactly. You know, they're only in France. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good. It's all good having fun. Just remember the country you're in, dude. just a thought, you know. So the games at the moment going very, very well. The Bears managed to pick up that first round on behalf of Mercenary Ops. Now they're going to be jumping around. Just jumping back and forth, and I love these fences. You can see through them, but bullets and shots don't go. Super aggression from the Americans. They've chased him right down. 1 kill only on the French players, and super, super aggressive. Look at the smiles. Look at the laughs all the way around. Even though they're joking and having some fun, they are playing super aggressive. And it has to be pointed out, I believe Spain are playing who in the Euro Cup? I don't know who they're playing, but good luck to Spain. My girlfriend is Spanish, so I'm supporting Spain all the way, just FYI. Spain versus France, so go Spain, go.
Yeah, now once again, HST into this round. We'll be seeing him push up into the mid area for the first time here. Takes a hit, but luckily is able to get a kill for all his work. Ooh, takes on hard too with a lovely little flick shot over towards his left-hand side. Moving on to the point, he knows where the last one is. I mean, the moment has to be on the point somewhere. He has to be able to try and stop HST taking this cap. But with the point now open, there's only 2 seconds left before the point is open. And Moman is just standing in wait there, although with rockets in his hand. And, multiple shots. Wow, superb jump there from HST. And I believe De Beers is playing for his life right now.
Yeah, I
think it's all fun in games when there's the opportunity that both teams can win, but when one team realizes that they're going to lose, then it's not so funny anymore.
Yeah, very true. I also think he's throwing around that white flag to say you need to surrender. You need to surrender. That's my prediction. It's definitely making it interesting to watch. And this time round, the Americans are 3-0 up. So map score of 1-0 at the moment, with the French players managing to be victorious. Are we going to be seeing the Americans pulling it back 1-1? Keep in mind, this is a best of 5, but it's the first team to 6 rounds per map. Hearts is running around. He's dodged very well on the right-hand side. Used 30 seconds of his allotted 45 to camp out, and a very nice jump shot there. Lined up the angle as nicely as he could and deleted De Beers. Now with a very nice shot as well. It was a nice scan coming across. Moving and finally closing it out. Great aim. Great aim. The Americans aren't shouting this time. The Americans aren't screaming this time round.
I can't say they're up in jubilation for this one, especially knowing that they were just shut down so quickly. They're going to have to try and wake themselves up a bit, see what they can do on the attack though. Mercenary going to be the one up, and we do see a very aggressive team LDLC and it looks like they just ran up to spray down those rockets and will be falling back into their positions. Seems a pretty typical one left, one right, and one towards the mid area, and being able to quickly rotate back towards the capture point. Although Hearts hits to Mercenary, now only down to 1 point of health. Looks like Hearts can be the one to close them off, and oh yes, he does, and closes them off. All 3 hits coming from Hearts, and that will be once again just another round for Team LDLC, and that brings it back to 3-3.
So pulling it back, getting some extra points on the board. LDLC pulling themselves back into this game. You know, they went 3-0 down. Now they managed to pull it back 3-2 in fact. So 2 points on the board, and now we're seeing Moment going all the way around on the right-hand side. This is a part that we've seen only once or twice. You can see the mouse cursor clicking and poking where he's going to be ending up. And I don't think the Americans know about this. Although they have fallen all the way back to the flag, so they must know something's up. We can't see which direction they are looking. But the rockets go out, and now they definitely know. They've definitely seen Moment. And there's some very interesting sound effects there. I don't know if you heard that one, Dennis.
I did. I'm wondering where that actually came from.
No idea, but now we see Moment pushing forward. 12 seconds on the clock, 3 points of armor, 3 players to find. Misses the first rail, 2 seconds between shots. Collects 1 before going down, takes 2 points of the armor damage. And the Americans close it out. So that's 4-2.
4-2, looking strong so far. Now they're going on to the attacking side. If anything, De Beers needs to be up to play now. And if I'm not mistaken, he is actually the next one in the lineup to be playing. So if anything, this could be, you know, one of the very much deciding rounds here. We do see De Beers up here. Now, if he gets this next round, it just means that they need to hold off 1 more defense, and then they'll be taking the game. And as you can imagine what a point of view would look like. Oh, wait, there we go. De Beers now, point of view, pushing up here through mid. Loads of rocket spam coming in once more. And no doubt he is going to be more dedicated than ever if he can get this round for his team. Flicking left and right. Nice and vigilant, very observant. Trying to spot anything he can, just, you know, again, just constantly flicking to either side to make sure he's got eyes everywhere. He does take a point of armor damage as he moves up. I believe that is Drizzer in front of him. Yes, he does take out Drizzer. And he's got one off his left-hand side. Takes out Hearts. Only Moman left, and there's the cap's going to be open any second here. Oh, sorry, it is open. Oh, but he lands the shots onto Moman and grabs around to take it to 5-2. And if anything, De Beers definitely needs to get man of the match for this one, because he's just constantly been performing.
Beastly play. Positioning is good. Aim is good. Game sense is good. He's always in the right place at the right time. And exactly like you said, yeah, definitely could be considered man of the map. That is for sure. 5-2 up now. If LDLC are unable to pick this round up, then it does mean that it's going to be 1-1 in terms of maps. So we're going to see now what Drizzer can do. Drizzer has that railgun on hand. Yeah, the chants coming out from the French audience members trying to back their team. Rockets going everywhere. That's 1-for-1 so far. Make that 2-for-1, in fact. 2 points of armor removed. And there are 2 defenders, De Beers and Mercenary, and De Beers is the man to be afraid of. De Beers is the man to be scared of. It is now down to 1-1. Rockets out again. Now that's the full ammunition. It's going to need to start recharging. The capture point is available. He misses the first shot. Manages to land the next one. De Beers goes huge. Secures map number 2. And there's the little wink.
Even the cheeky wink.
There's the little wink. That's definitely, you know, they're having some fun with this one. They're going a bit over the top, but because they're allowed to. They know that this is the last, you know, the last and second last playoff. But our French casters, they are not happy about their team going down that time.
This is not good. We might need to show them the white flag. No, I take that back, guys. Much love. I've been to France. It's a lovely place. I love it. Just to save myself there. Good karma.
Solar Flare is going to be the next map. 1-1. Where's your money, Dennis? Give us a prediction.
In my wallet at the moment. I think it should stay there right now, because I can't... I mean, the first map we saw from Team LDLC was very, very good in the kind of open space area. Towards the closer range stuff, we saw, Mercenary Ops playing a lot better. And now we kind of have a map where it's mixed.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the close range and the long range. Coming towards that point, we know what it's like up and confrontational. Whereas, you know, in the opening part of the game, it's very long range. So I'm very split on this one. In my mind, in all technicalities, it should go right down the middle. But I'm usually wrong, so Yeah. What's your take on this one?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. It's going to depend on these attacking rounds. I think defensive-wise, both sides have got very good rockets and both have the ability to lock it out. But if a team or a player is able to pick up that extra round on attack, that's just going to swing it back. You know, if they start trading one round, and somebody steps up, that's going to be the matter. But now look at these rockets coming out from the Americans. Great crossfire to the left and to the right, but a point-blank headshot. 1, 2, 3 hits coming out. And the Americans pick up round number 1. There's a little victory dance coming out from Mercenary Ops.
As much as they make the victory rounds, they got to back it up with the attacking round. I mean, it's all good laying down the smack, but can they talk the talk here on the new map? Now, of course, third map scores are pretty much clean. There's another first round for attack. De Beers is the man to call. And let's see how he sets the pace. Hasn't taken anything yet from the early initial spam rockets. And now very successfully moving up, actually. Jumping over rockets just casually. And takes down Moman. This is a very good start, although he has taken a hit. And is actually forced all the way back. He now needs to make his way all the way around to the defending spawn. Or at least up onto that hill. Looks like he's going to go the spawn route. Trying to make sure he keeps an eye on that capture point. 5 seconds before it's opened up. He's going to wait a little bit before just running in there. But of course now Team LDLC know where he is. Goes for the rocket, jumps over, lands the shot onto Hearts. And with only one more left and 11 seconds to cap, he's surely going to get this one. He really should. Lands the shot and gets the cap at 94%. Are you kidding me? This guy's on a roll.
De Beers has become phenomenal. Mr. Baldy is not impressed though. He's officially tired of the yelling. He's tired of the shouting. And you can see it. They're going, you know what? Take him home. Take him back to the US. We do not want to deal with that volume anymore. But it's well deserved and it's well earned because he is playing out of his skin at the moment. Stepping up when it's required. Picking up all the kills when he's needed. And we're into the next round on Solar Flare. We've already seen armor being down, and unfortunately the cameraman hasn't flicked back. So Hearts down to 2 points of armor. And it looks like it was actually De Beers that actually managed to pick that up as well. So really well played so far. Hearts now on the right-hand side of the map. He's jumped up onto the wall. Eats a rocket to the face. Compliments once again of De Beers. So I'm pretty sure that is De Beers. There's the prediction rockets to the left and the right-hand side. Misses the rail. Goal can now be captured, 12 seconds on the clock, and Hearts just completely out of place. Is going to be HST that lands the killing blow, though.
Yeah, looking good. I mean, again, on this one, just looking so, Mercenary Ops are just looking so much stronger on this one when it comes to the attack and the defense. Of course, they've only had one guy on the attack so far, so they've now going to have the second one in their HST. And hopefully he can keep up the reputation that De Beers has set down, or at least the standard that he's pretty much laid down. And keep these attacking rounds rolling. He's spending a lot of time here coming out the tunnel. And really should look to be a little bit more aggressive. He needs to remember he does not have much time. He needs to try and use this as much as he can. And again, I mean, he literally just wasted 10 seconds standing and watching a ledge. Now, finally moving forward, rocket spam coming in towards his direction. Takes a shot to the chest. Now, he's going to struggle to actually try and get up this hill. He's got 3 players that are actually spamming in on his direction and trying to predict his movements. Looking forward, the point is now open for capture. Uses his rocket boosters, tries to jump onto the point. All 3 players are there. No down, as you saw there. He will be taken out, and that'll be the first point on the board for Team LDLC.
And now the question comes into place. Can De Beers carry on winning these defensive rounds for Merc Ops? Because if it does, it means it's going to be 4-1, 4-2, 5-3. You know, winning, keeping that, they've built the lead up already. And as long as De Beers can keep up this pressure, potentially speaking, this is the game-winning difference right now. So it's on Moman's shoulders. He's going to need to break this mold. I mean, 3-0 down. They've only just picked up 1 round previously. And now HST, De Beers, and Masternook trying to pick up some kills. A little bit of split focus. One of them over at the defender's spawn. One of them over in the middle section around the flag. Spamming those shots out from behind the defender's spawn bunker. You can see those rockets flying back and forth. Moman is now set up speed boost, not able to use it and jump across, so lost all that time. 2 seconds now on the clock before the spawn point becomes available. 1 piece of armor already removed. The attention is on the spawn point. He needs to get to the flag. The flag is the important one. 2nd point of armor deleted, and finally 3rd point down as well. And the US players are saying, you shall not pass. You will not get to the flag. And you will take home 6th position, because that's what they're pushing for right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one interesting position where, like you said, there are 2 rounds in the lead. So technically, they just need to hold this round difference. They can lose every second one. It doesn't really matter because if they keep that 1 point, the 2-point advantage that they hold at the moment, well, actually 3-point advantage that they hold at the moment, then they're going to win. And it's now down to Team LDLC to make all the difference. Although Drizz are going down early, it's not a good sign for the team. And now, how is he going to be attacking? Is he actually going to be going up through mid? I would be a very happy man. Do not fall in the hole. There's a tunnel. Sorry, I played last night. There's actually a hole that's got no tunnels attached to it, and that's really depressing because you can't actually jump back out of it. You have to kill yourself. Or it was just me and I didn't see the tunnel. But either way, we do see Markanook in a position where, he actually drops in from above. Momad takes him out, and he does actually take a hit, but is able to land the final shot there onto Hearts. That pushes it up to 5-1. He's standing up like, what's up, bro? What's up, man? Stuff's easy. What are you going to bring to the board? And of course, Jacketman is completely agreeing with me and saying how funny I am.
Exactly. Mr. Baldy on the left, though, he's falling asleep. He's tired of the anger. He wants this to be over. But at the moment, Merc Ops really doing well. Merc Ops definitely in the driving seat at the moment. And we're waiting to see now exactly how far they can pull ahead. 25 seconds on the clock now. 5-1 up. Drizzle's the man that needs to keep himself in attention, right? Yep. Or keep his team in this game, because if he does not, 6-1 means it's map score, and Mercops managed to pick up the victory. He does manage to land 1 shot, so that's DeBears down, and DeBears is the danger man. He's the man that's been dealing all the damage, that's been putting all the hurt and the pain down, manages to close out one onto HST and capture the point. Drizza, when they said to him, we need you to step up, he said, yeah, no worries, I got this. And he did, so well played.
My question is, why was DeBeers actually so vital in that round? Where were the other 2? Why weren't they closer to the point when they knew DeBeers was down and he was the one on the cap? So I feel that, they're relying too much on him, actually. He is now up for play, and if he wins this round, of course, as you said, he will be taking the map. But it's a lot of pressure on his shoulders. I'm pretty sure everyone combined, I mean, we've spoken a lot about him. I'm not saying we're ignoring the other guys, but we're making him out to be one of the top guys. And if he doesn't win this round, it's going to become an interesting situation, because if they know how to focus out DeBeers on the attacking side and finish him off, then Team LDLC, by all means, has got it in them to bring this one back. We do see DeBeers looking like he wants to make the jump across onto the platform. But unfortunately, with rockets coming in his way, he has lost 1, 2. Is the third one going to connect? Oh, there's so many rockets coming in his way. He is connected mid-air. And there we go. DeBeers is out, and that'll be a 5-3 scoreline. They've still got the 2-point lead, so if they win the next round, they do still win the map. But they've got to be careful now, as it's getting a very fine line.
Yeah, there's no room for error. There is no room for error at all. The thing is, LDLC need to pick up this round, though, to make it... No, they need the next 2 rounds, in fact, because it's 6-4 will be a victory, but 7-5 is required if they want to do it that way. So now it's on Hearts' shoulders. He needs to pick up this all-important defensive round, and technically speaking, Mercops have this round and the next one to look for their victory. They need to close it out 6-4. And if they lose this one, it'll be 4. If they win the next one, they're still victorious. So 2 attempts left before they are forced to go on their offensive again and make those wins happen. A very aggressive dive there from Hearts. 10 seconds on the clock. Jumps past 2 very forward, very advanced American players. They pushed all the way down the bridge. No one's been hit, though. All 3 points of armor are up. All 3 players are up for the US. Now 1 hits, though. That was in the backside. That came from behind. Pushed them all the way off the bridge. Second one to the head. Third one's going to be landing. Master Nook leading all that damage. Map number 3 going to Mercenary Ops. And 2-1 in favor of the US. So, it is now getting down to the deciding map, isn't it? Yes, this would be the deciding. Well, it's map number 4. So, if the Americans win on what I think is now going to be Crossroads, then they are victorious 3-1 in maps. And they walk away with the 1,200 euros, and they send the French players home with 900 euros. On the flip side, if the French players win, it does then go to Archways, which is the first map that we've seen in every other game thus far. And of course, that's going to be the deciding 5th map, game. But the way the Americans are playing, the confidence they're rolling on, I think they've got Crossroads.
No. Drizza has been, I think, one of the silent guys on defense for me that have been holding it up very well. Defense on this map, I think, is a little bit more friendly, and I have it in my books that Team LDLC are going to be taking this one, and I think Drizza's going to be the man to watch.
So we'll see if that is the case. The Danger Man is up first. Da Bears. He wants to be a bear. He's as manly as a bear so far, and he sure as hell been playing like one. Making it through to that middle fenced-off area by the sniper platform. He's about to run into a French player on his left-hand side. So I'm going to come down to this engagement. They know where he is. He eats one rocket to the face already. That is huge at this stage in the game. So early on to lose that point of armor, but he replies. Takes out the defender on the point. He knows there's one miles away, and if he can stall for time, it's going to give him a 1 versus 1, battle. It takes out the player behind. 1 shot left remaining. Can he close it out? 2 points of armor. It is going to be... He lands it on the back foot. De Beers lands it on the back foot. Flying backwards. What a shot.
Yeah, that one was like a little Chabeli bear. Just, casually just jumping around in the middle of the map. Casually just picking off the players. Casually making his way over to the flag. And didn't even need it in the end. And I think that puts him on a very good foot. Now, Drizza. Right, let's hear my man. Let's see if he can live up to the name I've now given him. We've been bigging up De Beers, but maybe it's like a little bit of a boost that the commentators give him. So I'm going to give him a little bit of a boost. Now, Drizza moving up onto this flag post. There isn't actually anyone on the cap point just yet, but there's no need to worry about it, as there's still 15 seconds left before the cap point is actually made available. Rockets coming in from the side. He does actually take a hit. I have no idea how much armor he's still got left. He is able to land 1 kill. He's only up against Master Nook. He has taken out everyone else. The cap's available for capture. And before he can cap it, he gets taken out. Oh no! It was so close, but so well executed. And Mr. Producer, why did you switch over to the everyone cam?
To the everyone cam. I have no idea why our producers are doing these cameras, but apparently they were blown up everywhere. You can see the hands there from Mr. Baldy on the left-hand side. Now we do see the US on the attack once again, 2-0 up. The lead is there. The lead is in place. HST is now the attacking man. He's gone through that tunnel over on the right-hand side of the map, made it all the way through to the flag capture zone, dodges a bunch of rockets. His position has been given away, and we've seen LDLC over in this back section of the map every time, or multiple times rather. Let's see if they're going to do it again. Now we see the zoom function coming out. Not too many teams have actually made use of that. We've seen ADK earlier was the only team that comes to mind, and now of course Mercops. 7 seconds for the capture point. He misses the shot onto Moman. So Moman is going to get away. Misses the second shot onto Moman. Now somebody coming down the hill. That free space is available. One hit has been landed. Second hit, third hit. And LDLC are on the board.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow start for them, and unfortunately they are now where, Mercenary Ops already have that kind of round break where they're already sitting 1 run in the lead. Going on to defense now, they can try and extend that once more. And then it all comes down to the attacking player 3 rounds from now. So I believe it is Master Nook next up for the attacking side. No, sorry, it is Moman. I had to switch around. Yeah, it is LDLC on attack now, as I mentioned. Mercenary Ops on the defending side, so they should be able to hold this one off. Moman hasn't really been, I want to say, like, he hasn't really been standing out on the attacking side. He's been playing very well on defense. He's been playing very consistently on defense. Unfortunately, he just seems to try and go for this objective too much. He tries to walk in, try and take it. There's not really going to be anyone around there just yet, as it is still early on in the round. He has been able to take out Master Nook, although he's being pressured heavily. He's been cornered into the wall. 2 shots connect, and that will be Moman taken out. And of course, that means that Mercenary Ops have got that 3-1 lead.
And the animation on screen, choking. I definitely think Mercenary Ops are having a huge amount of fun with this one. As we mentioned a lot earlier today, Mercenary Ops are in fact the team that won the E3 Shootmania tournament, and they are now featuring off in the 5th, 6th place against the French side of LDLC. Winner takes home $1,200, loser takes home $900, so there's decent money on the line. Master Nook played super aggressive now, ran all the way forward to the back side of the map. He set up correctly, he's missed his first railgun shot, and that means his position's been given away. He hits 1 rocket in the air, going towards this tunnel now, trying to chase down Moman, eats a rocket in the legs as well. Great positional play from Moman, and really nice to delay that shot until The moment Mosnick is moving down, Mosnick moves around the corner, he picks up one, but he's going to need another shot like that to get him into the game. He lands the shot, but just as I get excited about potentially winning the round, he noms a rocket to the face, and that's going to be enough to secure the round for LDLC.
Definitely so. Now, right back into this one, we're going to have to see how the Americans will do on the defending side. We have now got the opportunity where, again, Team LDLC can bring this one back just a little bit if they win the next round on attack. Hearts is going to be a man to call. He is currently all the way over at the cap point. Actually made his way into the tunnel, position that's not very favored, and immediately, self-explanatory as he takes 2 hits and now comes up to face versus, I believe that's De Beers. Yes, actually De Beers being taken out and moving up onto that point, although with only 1 heart of health. Oh, sorry, only 1 point of armor. It's not going to be an easy one for him to do. He has to wait still 5 seconds before that cap is made available. And will he be able to just drop in? Ooh, he actually takes out Mercenary and lands the shot onto HST before having a rocket connect to him. Oh, that was sly from De Beers there. I saw that.
No, I'm going to disregard that one. So looking at it right now, next round is going to be loading up. Commentators are getting very much into this one. LDLC have pulled it backwards. So, in terms of numbers, 3-3 is even. And of course, you do need to get 6 to pick it up. De Beers eats 2 rockets from Hearts. Hearts is going to have a massive confidence boost with that one. Might even see some yelling and screaming if they manage to pick up this round. And LDLC need this map. LDLC needs to be able to pull this one around and actually secure the map to push it to the decider, to push it over to Archways. But at the moment, 1 point of armor on De Beers. He's managed to pick up 1 kill onto Hearts. Momman and Drizzer to find, manages to pick it up. Now it's all on Momman. Momman has to land 1 hit. You can see the flag. Where is he? And he's just to the right directly. Super, super sneaky. Like a ninja. 4-3 right now. LDLC take the lead.
Like a big ninja, though. It's not a small ninja.
Very true, very true. Mega ninja. I like that.
Now, we are quickly waiting for them to move on here to the next round. Seems like they're once again applauding my incredible humor. And we'll be seeing the 4-3 lead in favor of Team LDLC. And of course, with, I believe it's 1 map apiece now. I've not lost track too much. And with that, we will be seeing Drizzer, the man, on attack. He did pull off a good start initially, being the first player up for Team LDLC on the attacking side. Gonna have to see how he pulls it off onto his second chance though. Now, fire coming in from every which direction. He's already lost 2 points of armor. This is not a good way for him to get through this round. And more rocket spam coming out. He's struggling to get out. Lands a shot onto Master, and we'd love to see the faces of the of Team LDLC, but we'd like to see how the round ends though. And there we go. Defenders have won the round. It is now 4-4.
My stream appears to have just lagged.
And my stream appears to have also just decided not to work.
So I'm trying to get this back, guys. I'm loading up. I'm trying to hit this refresh button as quickly as I can. I'm very, very sorry about this one, guys. As I mentioned, we are streaming directly. We are restreaming a stream that we are being fed. So this is coming to us from the production crew over at Cyber Athletes Summit. And there was something that I just mentioned on chat. Without trying to be too rude, French events for French viewers tend to be about French pages and the French language, etc., etc. So you can see we've kind of been on the crappier stream all day long. The quality hasn't been the greatest. The venue, the internet connection isn't necessarily the best either. But have you managed to get that stream back by any chance?
Not just yet. I am currently refreshing as much as I can. On a little bit of a sad note, our hope in the StarCraft 2, or the Blizzard StarCraft 2 World Champion, has unfortunately been knocked out in round 3 of the lower brackets against Giants, and he lost that game 2-1. So that's our South African StarCraft 2 player gone.
Oh,
which, I mean, I think he did fantastically, seeing as he's coming from South Africa. I mean, he's on the European Grandmasters. Well, he plays on the European server. He's actually in Grandmasters. He plays with a ping of like 200 and does well.
Yeah,
so I think it was a little bit a shock to his system, actually having a game that didn't have lag on it.
All right, well, I'm loading up now on the French stream. There is French casters at the moment, 5-4 in favor of LDLC. Dennis, are you going to keep refreshing that English one just to see if we can get it up and running by
I shall do so, but for now, guys, do just watch that for a bit. We apologize if you don't understand the French. Just add "let" in front of everything, and it'll make sense.
So, guys, what I'm going to be doing right now is I've got the volume down super, super low just to try and cancel out the commentators because you can hear them yelling in the background. It is going to be HSD. He's dodging all the rockets, manages to actually close it out. Moment is victorious. There's the yelling. He's lost his chair, in fact, after standing up and losing it just for a little bit. I don't know if I should turn the volume down. Put it on chat, guys. Should I kill the music, the audio entirely and just run with commentary with our game sounds? Or would you like to hear the French guys yelling in the background? 6-4 LDLC pick up the map, and that's going to force it to map number 5. And apparently, French shoutcast is biased. Who would have thought? Hey? I mean, that's news to me. So while we wait for this game to try to go live, I'm refreshing the English stream. Has it gone back live at all?
Not at all. I'm sitting here refreshing like a little kid that's actually going to get sweets out of my computer screen if the refresh works.
Yeah, so it looks as though the English stream has in fact gone down, or been taken offline rather. So we may just cast without game sounds at all on the French stream. Have you got the direct link for the French stream there, Dennis?
Not as of yet.
Just go to jouxvideo.com, and it's the first link on the top left-hand side.
How do you spell Jeux?
J-E-U-X.
Right.
All right, I'm going to let the guys know EN stream died. Hasn't come back. Sorry about that, guys. I just messaged the community manager, or the guy that I know over at Own3D, just to let him know that the English stream has now gone completely down. This is now, of course, the French stream. I'm going to keep some... No, I'm not going to do the volume. It's just going to be distracting for me. So Drizza has already eaten 2 rockets to the face from the spam coming out from the Americans of Mercenary Ops. They've managed to take that out as well, reduce that armor value. And I do understand that there are no game sounds. I am sorry about that. But we're going to cast this. At least the game screen quality is a little bit better. So 14 seconds on the clock. Drizza has 1 point of armor and 3 super amped, super excited Americans to try take down. So he's going to carry on trying to push down this final hurdle. And now they're just going to chase him, dive him down. The final hit is going to go onto De Beers. And you can see the screaming. You can see him yelling in the background. And have you got through your advert there?
Yeah, I have. I was about to say, I've finally gotten through that. But so as you said, they're 1-0 in our first round, going in favor of the Mercenary Ops side. And with them moving on to attack, it's going to be De Beers' first hand. He has been going first pretty much every game, so I think it's set actually that who goes first. Loads of rocket spam coming in his direction, and luckily for him, nothing connects though. So he'll be able to brush that off and start making his way actually up to the capping point. Lets off a round off to his right-hand side and spots one off to his left. None of them have connected though, and unfortunately for him, a rocket has connected with him. So he is now with 1 armor point less than what he started with. More rockets flying in over his head. There's a player just behind the tree to his right-hand side. Again, nothing connecting. He's trying to find just a single frag at least. There's 1 second left before the cap opens up. It is now open for him to take. He's trying to move forward and tries to dive for that cap, but unfortunately it does not work for him. And with that, luckily, very lucky for us, I believe our stream is back up.
I think it is as well. I'm going to try something. I'm going to leave it. I think with the fact that it has just come back up, the audio may be in sync. So I'm going to leave the audio from that one on stream, and I'm going to leave the video from French.
No.
Try do a refresh, because I think it's
not in sync for me. If I look at the two.
Yeah, it's definitely not. There's the audio going off. No, there's a couple seconds between them. So I'm going to hop over onto the English stream. We can just leave this one here for the time being. Bring the English one back up. Unfortunately, we are back to the crappy quality, but I was hoping there would be a different one. So 10 seconds on the board. 2 points of armor available for Hearts. Score is 1-1 in the final map. This is the deciding map, guys. 3 American players still up and running. 13 seconds on the clock. Can Hearts get up there? He dodges all of those rockets. The Americans are diving very, very aggressively. Very nice kill. HST is the first one to go down. De Beers and Master Nuclear are going to take off 1 more point of armor. And before he can even land on the point, finally gets blown up from behind there as well.
And I have just found out, thanks to a very awesome source, that from Chabeli there, we do know that Jukes means games.
Ah, alright, so game video.
Game video, that makes sense.
That makes-
Although, what's video in French then? Why
Video.
wasn't that part of French?
Video.
Le video.
Le video. Le video. So Dennis,
Right, anyway, so we do have HST on the attacking side now, once again going up against a fully recharged, fully up and running Team LDLC.